It is Northern Phoenix versus Fitzroy, second match of the round inside Series Futsal Arena in Thomastown, Melbourne. Michael Chevello, Costa Frutsius with you. A big ask here, Costa, for Northern Phoenix to take on a star-studded Fitzroy team and come out on top.
Definitely, it's a huge game, but Phoenix are improving week in, week out, but I'm looking at this squad for Fitzroy, and it is unbelievably strong.
Frescalzo, Claudia Frescalzo trying to get in the action early here. Phoenix will have to rely on the silky smooth skills of Annabelle Merjanos when she's on. The powerful strike of Stephanie Pantazopoulos, young Christine Hanna on the ball at the moment. And also those runs by Catherine Ioannidis out of defence. Hanna goes back to Ioannidis. Ioannidis cuts to centre. Loses it to Claudia Frescalzo. All the way back to the very powerful goalkeeper Lizaire, who sends it long. Hoping to find Daniela Goodalge, the number 19 for Fitzroy. Everywhere you look on this Fitzroy team, Costa, so many stars. They take one off the court, another replaces.
For sure, I'm looking at the list and there's no Dama Georgie on the sheet, so that's a big void to obviously fill in, but when you've got the likes of Claudia Frescalzo, Danny Goodalge coming in, I mean, there's not many replacements that you can get than that, is there?
Short ball, hoping to find Claudia Frescalzo inside the D. Lisa Arado throws it out to Ioannidis, loses it. And it will be a Fitzroy ball.
It'll be interesting to see how Northern Phoenix approach this one. Obviously with Fitzroy, we know how good they are. And do Northern Phoenix try and drive it to them?
An attempt on goal. Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. Lizaire versus 16-year-old Alicia Arado. Goodalge with the corner. Trying to find Galuccio, who had drifted into the D. Lizaire venturing off her line. She will be super confident against a Northern Phoenix team that hasn't garnered a win so far this season. If they beat them tonight, somehow, if a miracle happens, Costas, it would be the biggest upset of the season.
For sure. I mean, Northern Phoenix have taken us 1-0 FC to penalties, and they're a great team. They're a great fight. They're hungry. And Claudia Frescalzo, possibly a free kick. Referee's going to check it. But Phoenix are growing, and I'm a big fan of Alicia, the goalkeeper. For a young goalkeeper, she's very courageous, strong, powerful, commanding. That's what you want from a goalkeeper.
Corner here from Fitzroy, cut out there by Nguyen. Galuccio again. That one blasted by Goodalge, sends it out wide. Frescalzo back to Galuccio. Danny Galuccio looks up court. Nobody home in the D though. Easy take for Urado. Rolls it out to Christine Hanna, the 16-year-old. Back to Pantazopoulos. Pantazopoulos sends it long to Ioannidis, who is stalking around the top of the D.
Such a dangerous tactic, that long throw. It catches so many teams out, and even though it's something very simple, every single time it looks so effective for Fitzroy.
Lizaire's long throw, always hoping for a flicked-on header by Claudia Frescalzo. Here's Nguyen. Nothing testing Lizaire though. You've got to do a whole lot better than that. Long throw from Liz to Frescalzo. There's the head. That one on a bit of an angle though. Nguyen clears to Christine Hanna. Hanna's got Ioannidis breaking down the right. Cut out by Goodalge. Frescalzo centres the ball. Goodalge. Back to Galuccio. Goodalge again. Right side of the court. Galuccio sends it high. Nobody home in the D.
Fitzroy back in the black kit. The kit they made famous. They've moved to the yellow, I guess the traditional Fitzroy colours this season. Great shot there by Danny Goodalge. Alicia does well to cover it up. But they look so much more intimidating in the black kit, Michael.
I think they're intimidating no matter what they wear, this Fitzroy team. They could come out in a Hessian sack and they would still be the most feared team in the league.
I like that.
Danny Goodalge sends it in for Frescalzo, and Alicia Rowan just can't get on the end of it. Plenty of power on the bench here for Phoenix as well. Once they bring on Annabelle Merjanos, once they bring on Alana Shooter-Shanley. Goodalge and Alicia Urado got fingertips to it. Well done by Urado.
Great save there by Alicia. Danny Goodalge as well finds a bit of space. And that's not what you want for Northern Phoenix. Can't let Danny Goodalge get free space like that as they defend the corner. Fitzroy set up. Claudia Frescalzo is the one to watch. Falling a little bit deep here at the D. She's waiting for the ball to peel out, as we also wait for the ball to come back into court.
Corner for Rowan. Goodelge, and again, Alicia Arado diving off to her right to palm it over the line. Corner here for Dani Galluccio. She wants Ioannidis to move back a little. Ioannidis says get a move on with it. Galluccio threads it to Rowan. Didn't find her though. Merjanos on the court now for Phoenix. Tried to play the ball to Hannah. Galluccio in the centre can shoot from here. Out to Goodelge. She can shoot. It's going to go in. It's gone in. Somehow bumbled over the line by Dani Galluccio. It's 1-0 Fitzroy.
Can't be giving Daniela that much space in the middle. You just sort of turn the ball and all the Phoenix players just sort of separate. But that's the quality that Fitzroy bring, and an unlucky goal for Phoenix to concede, but 1-0 up for Fitzroy.
Tiana Friscalzo on now for Alicia Rowan. Christine Hannah trying to make a play down to the goal line. You expect Claudia Friscalzo to do a little better in that situation. And Ioannidis wasn't aware of the disposal from Urado. Could cost them. Almost there from Dani Goodelge.
This is where Phoenix have to be careful now. As soon as Fitzroy put one on the board, they've just got to make sure they stay composed, keep calm, hold defensively. They've done well so far, but you can just smell Fitzroy are starting to cook more and more as the time goes on.
Down the line from Friscalzo. Deanna looking for Claudia. Stephanie Pantazopoulos to bring it in. I would like to see Pantazopoulos play more up front for Northern Phoenix. She's got a hell of a thunder boot on her. She's got a natural sense for goal. Tends to be played more defensively.
Well, I think she's probably their best finisher. And it's just disappointing that she can't move up the field too much, as Fitzroy tried to pull one in through the square there for Scalzo. But I agree, you want to push her up the field a bit more. Unbelievable finisher, but Kate Ioannidis as well on the ball here. We know how good she is going up into attack too.
Shooter Shanley now on for Phoenix. Let's see if Shooter can get a sight on goal tonight. Well done by Ioannidis. Here's Shanley. Pantazopoulos just cracks it up front. Long throw from Lizaire. Goodelge. Lovely ball for Scalzo. And Urado wise to it. Quick disposal. Shanley coming through the centre. Beaten to it though by Friscalzo. And good work again from Alicia Urado.
Great save again. I've been singing your praises all day, Alicia, but Fitzroy, just think some of these chances they should be burying. Claudia had a couple chances. Dani had a couple chances. There's another one there for Claudia Friscalzo. But Fitzroy still only with a 1-0 lead. 15 minutes to go the half. Claudia Friscalzo with a chance. Squares it to Dani Goodelge, and Dani Goodelge makes it 2-0. And just the commentator's curse, as I like to call it, Michael. Northern Phoenix holding off well for 1-0. However, Fitzroy once again so dangerous on that attacking transition. It's 2-0 to Fitzroy.
That's when Fitzroy make it look so easy. Ball will be brought back to centre court here. Goodelge has been on fire all game. There's a long shot from Pantazopoulos once more. I'd want to be playing her forward in tandem with Elena Shanley. Backheader there from Goodelge. The post saves the ball. Momentarily taking a nap there, Alicia Urado. She will have Goodelge coming at her all night. Here she comes again, Goodelge, headed out by Pantazopoulos. Fitzroy starting to turn the screws. Dranotsky on for Fitzroy. Wearing the skipper's armband again, Chloe Dranotsky. She's a powerhouse, a stalwart to the game, Chloe. Pantazopoulos out to Merjanos. Pantazopoulos tried to thread it up to Ioannidis, but had gone the wrong way. Good work there from Pantazopoulos. Otto. Goodelge. And the ball just goes over the sideline. Timeout called. We'll take a break. It's 2-0 Fitzroy.
When Preston is just so quick down the line.
Right. Oh, it's in. Maybe brain won't work. That was a phenomenal finish. Sandy's doing her taunting a little bit.
And she slots it through. Claudia Damasi with a fifth. Good balls to use. Sydney Allen to Claudia Damasi. Scoring her second for a lot of hard work. Claudia Tomasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia Tomasi draws first blood for Preston.
2-0 scoreline and 14 minutes to go in the first half. Alicia Rado having a very good game despite conceding 2. She saved many more. Header there from Otto. Friscalzo. Shanley Pantazopoulos. Here's Steph Pantazopoulos. She'll look for Merjanos. Just a little too far though for young Annabelle. Is there, rolls it out to Friscalzo. It's Deanna Friscalzo looking for Danny Godelge. Another side ball here for Phoenix. How do you solve the riddle Costa of Fitzroy?
It's an impossible triangle, as some might say. I'm just looking now on the bench and the substitutions they've made. I mean, Deanna Friscalzo, who's on the ball now, who looks to square it in, and the clearance there. I mean, it's not a bad substitution to make. And we look at the likes of Steph Otto as well. I mean, you've got Claudia Friscalzo on the bench, being able to have a rest, and still such great quality coming on. So it is very, very difficult.
Godelge for Friscalzo. Just striking the post, Deanna. She'll take the side ball here. Got Otto in close. Otto back to Deanna Friscalzo. Shanley at her back. Merjanos did well. Got to go here. She's gone the wrong way though. Stolen by Friscalzo. Urado makes the save. Pantazopoulos clears. Well, well, well. Lita Zamaya going the wrong way. If she'd broken off to her right, she had an avenue.
They've just got to stay strong here, Phoenix. They've got to stay tight to their players, be aware of every ball that's got to come left, right and centre. As you see, Danny Godelge go for the shot. Ball goes out though, and keeper will start with it once again.
Urado goes long. Zamaya versus Dranotsky. Dranotsky's so hard to beat one-on-one situation. She's like a steamroller. Put out there by Fitzroy. Pantazopoulos side ball. Dranotsky full of smiles, enjoying herself. Friscalzo. Otto. Falls to Urado. Oh, cut out by Friscalzo. Urado again. Called into action. Here's Zamaya. She went the wrong way again though. Should have turned off to her right. She broke off to her left. Lita Zamaya. Merjanos loses it. And the ball out of play for a Phoenix side ball.
It's always difficult against Fitzroy. You start to question. It's a strike there. Great save there.
Shooter Shanley.
Unbelievable finish. And we know that she's capable of that as well. But what I was saying is just Fitzroy, do you attack them? Because you know that if you do bring the game to them, give them a bit of space and they're through. They're so strong in that attacking transition. And it's good to see what Phoenix are doing, even though despite the scoreline, still taking the game to them, still getting shots away. They just got to keep on being careful. Those Claudia Friscalzo running onto the ball now. Good effort there, but good effort there as well by Stephanie Pantazopoulos too to stop that.
Pantazopoulos working hard as always. Friscalzo with the corner. Otto running inside the D. Here's Zamaya. Here's Merjanos. Zamaya through the centre. Got to get it out of there. Plays it back wisely to Pantazopoulos. Zamaya. Reverse nutmeg. Dramotsky though cleans it up. Back to Lizier. Lizier goes long to Otto. Cut out there by Pantazopoulos. Can shoot Zamaya. Well, had more time there, Costa, than she thought.
Definitely, she could have taken a couple more touches, but Fitzroy on the other side, and there we go. Steph Pantazopoulos does the defensive work as well, and Phoenix go on the attack. Game starting to open up quite a bit. Claudia Friscalzo cleans up the scraps, but good little patch there for Phoenix. They're just got to keep them remaining on the ball. Deanna Friscalzo with a bad touch. Ball falls back to Liz, the keeper.
Lizier goes long for Claudia Friscalzo. Doesn't fall well for her. Well taken by Urado. Out here to Rossi. Rossi down the right. Gets past Dranotsky. Zamaya needed to feed her the return ball. Dranotsky with a steal. Beautiful cutout by Pantazopoulos. She'll clear here.
Great reading of the game there by Pantazopoulos. Saw Claudia Friscalzo and one step ahead of the ball there. Great interception.
Deanna Friscalzo off, and there's the header. There's the trademark. Lizier, Claudia Friscalzo, goal Fitzroy. It's 3-0.
3-0. Like we mentioned before at the start of the game, such a simple technique, but so effective. Claudia Frascalzo, right place at the right time, and ultimately a great finish. Steph Panterzopoulos, a bit of frustration, I think, kicked in after that because they did have such a good patch. They had a couple chances, but once the goals start going in, as the long ball comes in over the top again, but Alicia will claim it one more time. And Phoenix 3-0 down. Fitzroy ever so strong. And here we go.
Speaking of strong, Drinotsky, the strongest customer on that court right now, Chloe Drinotsky.
It's difficult. That middle ball is getting cut out a little bit too often for Phoenix's liking now. So just got to be aware because they do have the extra body, they do have the extra size, Fitzroy, and that struck him so close. Alicia
Rowan just shy of the upper right corner. Here's Panterzopoulos. Nobody home for that one. Claudia Frascalzo, top of the defensive D. Beautiful turn. Zamaya cuts it out. Still leader Zamaya. Can go back to Panterzopoulos, does. Good ball to Ioannidis. Can she get a shot off? Closed down by Galluccio. Zamaya needs some options. Rossi loses it. Rowan holds it nicely. Back to Drinotsky, to Galluccio. Lizaire goes for a run. Claudia Frascalzo versus Rossi. Frascalzo wins out. Had Rowan in a perfect position, but Panterzopoulos again shutting it down. Costa.
There was a good little bit of footwork there by Fitzroy, but great pressure as well by Phoenix. They forced Liz to come out wide in a position she doesn't want to be, but Fitzroy on the strike again. Great save there by Alicia Urado one more time. A corner for Fitzroy as Danny Galluccio goes to step up, and you're worried. There's so many options now. Who do you mark? And that strike, great save again by the keeper.
Urado, short ball to Panterzopoulos, has to be careful. Frascalzo nipping at her heels, goes longer on this occasion to Zamaya. 2-on-1. Well done by Rowan. Claudia Frascalzo centres it to Galluccio, back to Frascalzo and scutters that one.
Lovely bit of 1-2 football there. You can tell these two girls have played futsal for so long, and especially with each other. That's stuff that you can't teach. Knowing where each other is going, knowing where each other are, that was fantastic. Just need to finish that.
Ball for Fitzroy as Drinotsky takes a break, and back on comes Daniela Gudelj to take the free kick here. Rowan, not a chance to shoot off the first occasion. Ioannidis, can she break here? No, the sideline a little too close. Side ball for Fitzroy, long into the D. Frascalzo looking for another header. Here's Zamaya on the right side. Gudelj pressuring her. Side ball for Phoenix. They trail by 3. Rossi, side ball for her. Phoenix gains some ground. Zamaya could have gone back to Hannah. 3 surrounding her. Gets away from Rossi. Lizaire's ball.
With 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes into the half, you just want Phoenix just to hold on now. Tried to keep it at 3-0. They've done it well. They've had a good patch here. They've escaped a couple of times. Claudia Frascalzo trying to win the ball there. But 6 minutes to go. You want them just to hold on now, Phoenix.
Frascalzo. The ball is Phoenix's. Folks, don't go anywhere after this one. It's going to be Campbellfield and Melbourne Arcu, and then to close out the night, the champions Melbourne Evolution take on Carlton Hart. A little short on the squad numbers tonight, Melbourne Evolution. You wonder if Hart will give them a real thorough challenge, but they do have the main two of Hubik and Davies playing. That's our final match tonight, Evolution versus Hart. Here's leader Zamaya. Back to Ioannidis. Ioannidis stuffed by Frascalzo. Galluccio lets it roll over the line. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Dominant performance from Fitzroy. Lizaire. Long for Rowan. She's a tall target up front, Alicia Rowan. And Urado has a look, goes long, floats it over to Zamaya. Go back to Christine Hannah here, perhaps. No, long call there by Zamaya, stolen by Frascalzo. Rossi trying to dispossess her. And just a little too far. Coach making a change here. It's going to be Rossi going off, and Newen comes back on. Free kick for Fitzroy. I wonder why they're keeping Shanley on the bench. She had the only real chance for Phoenix so far in this half. Alana Shooter Shanley.
Looks like there's a couple of tired legs on the bench for Phoenix, and this can happen against Fitzroy as Claudia Frascalzo steps up.
And scores another. House on fire. Claudia Frascalzo makes it 4-0. A beautifully taken free kick there, Costa.
There's many things that you don't want to do, and trying to stop a Claudia Frascalzo dead ball is definitely one of them. That ball comes at you fast, let me tell you that. 4-0 now for Fitzroy. Northern Phoenix, they've got to get up and go again. Moving the ball okay there, but Fitzroy just too strong.
Pantazopoulos on the bench. Shanley back on the court. Can they get shooter Shanley in range? Frascalzo back to Danny Galluccio. To Rowan. Bumps Ioannidis off the ball. Ball goes over the line. Side ball for Phoenix. Ioannidis long. Christine Hanna. Shirt pull. Galluccio will look for Godelge maybe. That's Lizaire to take it into the back of shooter Shanley. And Christine Hanna, who laughs, but at the same time gives the old butt a bit of a rub.
Almost looked like a set play that fell perfectly to Danny Galluccio. And there you go, a bit of Fitzroy tactics there from Northern Phoenix as well. With throwing end to end here, the header goes wide.
Urado goes long to shooter Shanley off the shoulder there of Galluccio. Shooter Shanley out wide, a little too wide though for Christine Hanna. Lizaire well off her line, adventurous tonight, cracks it, well wide though. A confident Lizaire, confident that Phoenix cannot press her, cannot challenge her. And a comfortable 4-0 lead for her team with just over 3 minutes to go in this half. As you said, Costa, if they can hold it around here, 4 or so, not concede any more before the break, not let an avalanche happen.
It's all about little wins, and someone like Northern Phoenix as well, where like you said, the season maybe hasn't gone as they'd expected or as they'd like, but every week they're improving, and I think that's the biggest thing. And seeing now with just under 3 minutes to go the half, and obviously another half to play, it's where can we find these little wins? Can we hold them scoreless for a couple of minutes as Liz goes for another strike there, great save as well, but fixing their shape, just timing all that little stuff and picking out these little wins.
Godelge for Frascalzo. It was Deanna Frascalzo coming through the centre, top of the D. Urado has a look. No, it's going to be a side ball for Christine Hanna. Hanna's going to go long for Shanley, headed by Dranotsky. Godelge floats it over the top. Urado out to take the ball. Long looking for Shanley again. Lovely pass to Deanna Frascalzo. Looks for the return ball to Godelge. Just under 2 minutes to go. Shanley, Nguyen, Deanna Frascalzo. Good work from Nguyen. Lizaire venturing forward again.
Claudia Frascalzo here, great touch, unlucky, sorry, Deanna Frascalzo. Same last name, confuses you sometimes.
More than once. Shanley, her ponytail, Rapunzel ponytail getting in the way on that occasion. Shooter Shanley, here she goes, left boot. Christine Hanna, back to Ioannidis. Over the top, too tall. Oh, and did have Lizaire reaching for it. Otto calling for it, top of the D. Can't pick her out though.
And it's good. It's positive signs for Phoenix as a manager. Although 4-0 down, you still want to see your team just progressing the game on and taking the game on as well. The last thing you want to see is heads getting dropped, and that's what we can see. And you can see the leaders from Phoenix stepping up too. And as we approach half time, the second half regroup and they go again. Game of two halves sometimes.
Catherine Ioannidis. Nice throw to Nguyen. Dranotsky clears. Here's Steph Otto. Beautiful ball back to Deanna Frascalzo. Deanna back to Steph Otto, the playmaker. Nice interception from Ioannidis. Tagging Otto here. Back to Lizaire. Air goes long. Alicia Urado did well to deny Godelge. And it's going to be a side ball for Phoenix.
That's a great pass as well. Coming out of defence, to have the luxury of your goalkeeper being able to play a ball like that, unbelievable. Danny Godelge, however, Alicia Urado, fantastic there to meet the ball. It takes courage, especially for a 16-year-old goalkeeper to do that against some of Series Futsal's best. A lot of credit goes there.
Lizaire rolls it into the path of Chloe Dranotsky. Deanna Friscalzo 2-on-1 here. Ioannidis applies the pressure. And at half-time, it is Fitzroy 4, Northern Phoenix 0.
Marzi scoring a second for this. Comes with a lot of hard work. Claudia DeMasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia DeMasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. DeMasi is there. Oh! Slid through the near post. Preston with a very wild, lucky shot. Just comes to collect Georgopoulos. DeMasi, still there coming from Carlton. Catterwell slows it down a little bit. Georgopoulos comes in with the steal. DeMasi! Claudia DeMasi does what she does best. Forward pressure for Preston. Gets her.
Whichever way he could, bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta, oh, lovely work through the cake hole. Enrique Pimenta. What a finish that was. The Brazilian just turned it on. What an absolute finish that one.
Out wide here to Williams. Fitzroy sending a very strong message earlier in the night, Han, as there might be another one in. It is 4-0. I was saying Fitzroy sent a very strong message against Eastern in the first match of the night. Welcome back inside Series Futsal Arena in Thomastown, Melbourne. Michael Chiavello, Costa Fruzius with you. Fitzroy commanding 4-0 lead over Northern Phoenix. They start with Annabelle Merjanos on the court for the second half.
Big half here for Phoenix. And
big half.
4-0 down at half time. Like what I was mentioning before in the previous half, it's how you start in Fitzroy C. They're starting so well already attacking the game too. But 4-0 down, you wonder what the managers had to say, and the manager will be just saying, just heads up, continue to play, focus on the little things. And the little wins which Phoenix can take out of this, that will be the most important part. We know how good Fitzroy are, as Claudia Friscalzo sneaks another one in, finds the smallest gap of that corner, and just like that, it's 5-0, Michael.
Lovely throw-in from Chloe Dranotsky to the head of Friscalzo. 5-0. Otto Dranotsky. Friscalzo, lovely ball to Steph Otto, squares it, and Deanna Friscalzo sliding in at the back post, just couldn't get a foot to the ball, Costa.
That was a fantastic bit of football, and you know it's good when the crowd here starts to raise a couple oohs as well. You can hear it coming from everywhere. Phoenix, though, switched on again, and they're shaking there at the back. The two Friscalzo sisters on the court at the same time. This will be interesting to see how they play as well. And Deanna so close in the end, and they're able to score another header. Good save there by the keeper. Such a dangerous tactic, and it still blows my mind how it's so difficult to defend.
Phoenix, unfortunately, without Danielle Galina tonight. Probably their best defender, Galina. Certainly a workhorse as well. Claudia Friscalzo, low to Steph Otto, back heel. Alicia Rado read it well. Here's Zamaya. Cut out by Dranotsky. Dranotsky fires it in! Chloe Dranotsky! And now it's an avalanche. Lovely goal there from Dranotsky off the left side.
What a finish. Left foot. There's something about left footers, and she found the bottom right corner. No goalkeeper is saving that. What a goal.
6-0. 2 goals inside the opening 3 minutes of this half for Fitzroy. Zamaya back to Pantazopoulos. Otto. Friskelzos combining. Steph Otto. Deanna Friskelzo. Good pressure from Merjanos. Well done from Merjanos. Wins the ball, Merjanos. Those little victories you're talking about, Costa.
For sure, it's just stuff like that. Just got to keep them even like that, like Kaunitis there. Just the quick interception, force Fitzroy to restart. That's something that you want to keep on seeing Phoenix. Someone taking leadership, someone taking control of the game. And another example there, great interception as the ball falls there. Chloe Friskelzo does well to run onto it, and you just look at her create her own path, looks to square it in. Great clearance there by Steph Pantazopoulos.
Fitzroy going through the gears quickly in the second half. Merjanos just a little too far for Ioannidis, who did have some room coming down the left channel. I do like when Merjanos is on the court for Phoenix. She brings in determination mixed with elegance and very good vision for, I believe, a 16-year-old Annabelle Merjanos. Still in year 10 in high school. She takes a break to bring on Newen. Long ball from Urado. Ioannidis did well. Newen just clashing with Dranotsky. Someone you do not want to clash with. She could probably bench press Tao Newen. Newen again here versus Dranotsky. Has to backtrack to Pantazopoulos. Pantazopoulos can't get past Claudia Friskelzo. Keeps the ball in play. Nice work from Friskelzo. Dranotsky through the centre. Took 2 to beat her, but they did. Ioannidis. Just too much mustard on it though for Lita Zamaya. And off goes Dranotsky, on comes Danny Galluccio.
It was a great defensive transition there from Phoenix. They did well just to delay and then catch them on the counter. Just unfortunately no final product. But they're forcing Fitzroy just to double think about what they're doing now, which is great. As that ball over to Gloria Friskelzo, Alicia Urado with a great clean-up too. But they're forcing them to think again, which is great. Which they're slower movement for Fitzroy, and that's big credit to Northern Phoenix for their shape and how they're setting up behind the ball.
Giveaway there from Catherine Ioannidis. Still a long way to go. Certainly no way back for Northern Phoenix against the might of Fitzroy. But is there a goal or two in their future? Alicia Rowan just bundling into Tao Newen. Yeah, from centre court. Forces a save off Alicia Urado.
There's not many ways you can defend that. You almost need an extra player, because Fitzroy, when they've got the ball from a set piece like this, Claudia Friskelzo, the strike, great block there. It's difficult to defend because you're really one short. When you've got a goalkeeper that can take a shot like that, like an attacker, it's very difficult.
Alicia Rowan trying to turn inside the D. Urado long for Newen, cut out by Rowan. Here's Friskelzo. Rowan. Good little toe poke away there from Tao Newen. Lizier again, she may have a bomb. She's got room, she got space, she could have moved further forward. And a good save again from Urado. Long for Newen. Rowan. Cut out by Christine Hanna. Fitzroy side ball. Off goes Deanna Friskelzo. On comes Daniela Goodalge. Had a wonderful opening half, did Goodalge. Here's Claudia. Beaten by Newen. Needs some assistance. Not going to get it though.
It was a great tackle by Newen, but almost just got too slow on that transition. But positive signs for Phoenix as they have the ball from the side. And Steph Pantazopoulos puts the ball in. And goalkeeper claims it. Long throw to Danny Goodalge. Looks to get a foot in. Looking for a free kick. Referee's not going to pay it. Phoenix looking to set up behind the ball once again. And dangerous set piece. It's every chance is a goal scoring opportunity for Fitzroy.
Back header from Rowan, cleared by Pantazopoulos. How many more can Fitzroy score here? Are they going to get to double digits? Side ball for Steph Pantazopoulos. Long throw cross court to leader Zamaya. Zamaya did well. She's got Hannah. Here's Christine Hannah. Hannah tried to play it onto her right boot. Sends it all the way back to Pantazopoulos. Town Ewan. Zamaya. Has a shot. Decent attempt too off the left boot from leader Zamaya.
Leader Zamaya probably been Phoenix's best player tonight. She's brought a lot of energy in the middle. Great opportunity there to get a strike away as well. Steph Pantazopoulos. I thought I was going to have to catch that one.
Couldn't get it to sit down there, Pantazopoulos. A little bit more gusto there from Phoenix. Friscalzo. Cut out by Pantazopoulos.
And that's what you want to see from Phoenix. Just stop Fitzroy from moving the ball with slight fluidity that we know they can. And that pass there from Friscalzo, but Lizzie, here we go. Every time she gets the ball, you just got to stop and watch. One luck, it just goes wide. But stopping the fluidity of the movement of Fitzroy's ball, that's probably the most important thing for now for Phoenix with 15 minutes left of the half. Can they just delay that forward pass from coming as they're on the attack again?
Falls nicely here for Goodalge. Rowan. Good ball to Friscalzo. Zamaya cuts it out in defence. Pantazopoulos long, hoping to find Newen. Friscalzo falls well for Galuccio. Puts it well over the top though. Danny Galuccio. Long time to go, 14.5 minutes. Can they get a little confidence booster on the scoreboard, Northern Phoenix? Looks like they may be preparing to bring Shanley back on here. She has had a few knee problems, Alana Shanley.
Newen's been fantastic since coming on as well. Some great challenges on the ball as she gets a strike where it gets blocked. But she's bringing a lot of energy in there as well. And Corey Friscalzo looks for the pass, and Newen on call with the interception. The pass there, Friscalzo intercepts, and it's a 1v1 situation. Defenders peel away, squares in, and Friscalzo expected to tap that in. A Danny Goodell's cross, and Fitzroy go begging for their 7th.
Double change for Phoenix. On comes Shanley and Ioannidis. Here's Catherine Ioannidis. Meanwhile, Claudia Friscalzo off. Steph Otto on for Fitzroy. Shanley. Rowan back to Otto. Otto shoots, but straight into the midsection of Alicia Rado. Shanley hoping to steal the ball off her head. Just the long ponytail to shooter Shanley. Otto goes past her. Good run from Otto. Nobody home, centre of the D.
Always looking to go forward, Kat Ioannidis, which is good to see, especially for Northern Phoenix when they just want to drive out the defence a bit. Kat Ioannidis every time on the ball looking to go forward, and that's what you need in a team. Especially travelling out 6-0 down, get your head up. Can we still look to attack the game, which is Phoenix are doing quite well so far.
Shanley. Cleared by Otto. Didn't fall well for Goodalge. Ioannidis, side ball. Rossi. Ioannidis. Cut out by Galuccio. Can they get Elena Shanley on goal? Here she is with a side ball. So Christine Hannah. Hannah to Rossi. Back to Hannah to Ioannidis. Over the top too far though. Galuccio through the centre. Lots of space. Goodalge leaves it for Galuccio. Back to Danny Goodalge. One Danny to another. Rowan. Hannah does well. Shanley loses it. Rowan. Galuccio on the right side. Rowan. Checked by Catherine Ioannidis. Some decent passages here, Costa, from Northern Phoenix. Some glimpses.
Like we've mentioned, there's still 11 minutes to go, but just slowing down the play of Fitzroy. It's what Phoenix would probably want to be seeing now, just delaying those goals and getting those little wins. Still 6-0, however, if they can hold them goalless for an extended period of time, You'd be happily taking that in a game like this. Great save there by Alicia Urado to knock that ball out for a side kick, which Danny Godelj will take.
Trenotsky looking for another goal. Timeout called. We'll take a break. It's 6-0 Fitzroy.
Second for this. Comes with a lot of hard work. Claudia Damasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia Damasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. Damasi is there. Oh! Slid through the near post. Preston with a very wild, lucky shot. Just on to collect Georgopoulos. Damasi, it's still there coming from Carlton. Catterwell slows it down a little bit. Georgopoulos comes in with the steal. Damasi! Claudia Damasi does what she does best. Forward pressure for Preston. Gets her.
Whichever way he could, you bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta, oh, lovely work through the cake hole. In the...
Alicia Urado tried to roll it to Shanley in centre court. Trenotsky side ball. Long throw from Chloe Trenotsky, hoping to pick out Daniela Godelj, and again Urado saving it for Phoenix. As we said earlier, only 16 years old, Alicia Urado, earning all-star qualification. To keep an eye on Pantazopoulos! Beautiful timing, and she gets Phoenix on the board. It had to be Stephanie Pantazopoulos.
What a strike, and that's the risk that Fitzroy play, obviously, with Liz Air coming out so far from each set piece. Steph Pantazopoulos sees those open space, and Fitzroy, Danny Godelj in tight space, but 6-1, and that's what you need. That's what you want. They can take this, and they can just look now. There's still plenty of football to be played, Michael.
Here they come again, Ioannidis down to the goal line. Too far though. Quick disposal. Godelj couldn't get on the end of it.
And you can feel the intensity. It's just lifted a little bit more after that goal. A bit of hope now for Phoenix as they're through one more time.
Godelj, Ioannidis, lovely ball, and Urado read it well. Long for shooter Shanley. I should say Pantazopoulos. Wow. Steph Pantazopoulos, what a revelation she's been this season for Phoenix. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was, she scored an absolute freaky goal. Freak goal of the season off a volley. Here's Otto to Friskelzo, cut out though by Rossi. Pantazopoulos turned and went straight into Lizaire. I like Pantazopoulos threatening up front. Otto, Godelj, Ioannidis, too long.
I think this is probably Phoenix's best setup, you know, bar some maybe just moving around in positions, but I like Kat Ioannidis down back. I like Steph Pantazopoulos up top. Plenty of power all across the court. I like it. I think we've seen it. They've controlled the game now since that last time out. They've obviously got the goal, and it'd be interesting to see now how they finish off the half with still plenty of time to play.
Ioannidis, long throw. Pantazopoulos through the centre, couldn't bring it under control. Lizaire had come off her line, and Pantazopoulos read her like a book to score that goal. Friskelzo. One Friskelzo to another. Just shy of that bottom left corner from Claudia. Deanna will take a break, allow Alicia Rowan back on here for Fitzroy. Blast there from Chloe Trenotsky wearing the captain's armband tonight. Zama Georgie not playing. Long from Urado. Back header from shooter Shanley. Ioannidis did well. A little more confidence flowing and oozing through the pores now of Northern Phoenix. And look at that.
We had perfect view of that strike there. You saw it start in the middle and just keep on creeping around the corner, but a great save by Alicia Arado. As Claudia Friscalzo on the halfway line, looks to line up again, plays it out wide as the ball comes across in. Ioannidis gets an important foot in with Alicia picking up the ball one more time. The long ball up top with Fitzroy intercepting, falls out with a volley. Liz claims that.
Otto back to Dranotsky. To Steph Otto. Waiting for Dranotsky. Here she is off the left. Unable to threaten Urado on that occasion. The scoreboard week in, week out really does not reflect the work that Alyssa Urado does between the posts. You wonder just how good she's going to be in 3 years' time. Hasn't even finished growing yet. Her dad usually in the audience watching on. Friscalzo. Well done by Newen. Attempt there from Ioannidis.
And that's another great bit of defensive work there by Phoenix, and they're starting to get numbers behind the ball and starting to work together as a team on this defensive transition. We're seeing two players sort of shutting down as Corey Friscalzo goes for the strike with a good save there. And they're getting numbers on the ball, to and from, one on the back and one on the toes, which is great because they're just delaying every sort of bit of attack here for Fitzroy.
Pantazopoulos trying to find Rossi running through the centre, but she was shadowed by Chloe Dranotsky. Looks like Goodalge preparing to come back on maybe for Fitzroy. Here's Galuccio. Kept in by Pantazopoulos. Galuccio trying to beat Pantazopoulos. And Pantazopoulos does well. Lizier rolls it to Rowan. Back to Galuccio. Claudia Friscalzo. Galuccio, Friscalzo. Through the centre. Rowan turns. Dranotsky shoots and goes wide, the skipper.
For Claudia Friscalzo, was going to try to put a diving back header there to just throw Alicia Arado off, but Phoenix have the ball once again and regain it, and again, once they had that good little patch, but now they've just been looking to keep that energy again. Newen's found herself with a lot of space here with the substitution from Fitzroy, causing that. She gets double teamed with a 2v1 between Friscalzo and Goodalge. Friscalzo looking for a free kick. Referee says no. A great defensive effort there by Northern Phoenix, Michael.
Ioannidis got to go it alone here. To Newen. To Pantazopoulos, keeps it in somehow.
Ooh.
Well, hope this is not too serious. Ioannidis back to her feet, she's okay. She will take a rest here though, it looks like. And yellow card being issued by the referee.
There's complaints coming from Fitzroy, but I do think there was a high foot there. It was sort of Shawn Michaels-esque there with the sweet tune music.
Bit of sweet tune music from the Heartbreak Kid.
Obviously no intent, but I think those are calls that you've got to pay, especially to protect the head too.
Just one getting away from Town Newen. Just over 4 minutes to play. Rowan trying to get a shot on goal. Christine Hanna, can she stay on the ball? She can. Nice ball. Pantazopoulos. Blocked out by Claudia Friscalzo. Pantazopoulos. Back heel to Hanna. Nicely done. She's got Rossi in the centre. Goes alone though. Had Newen out wide on her left as well. Gedalj just can't get a hold of that one.
We're seeing Claudia Frascalzo playing a bit of a deeper role, I feel like, tonight. Just not letting her really unleash everything going up forward. And maybe that's done on purpose, or maybe it's just credit to how Phoenix have played as the back pass goes there to the keeper. It's disappointing to see for Phoenix. They've had a good period once again, but Fitzroy free kick.
So Fitzroy looking for goal number 7. 3-woman wall. Rossi, Newen, Panterzopoulos now joined by Lita Zamaya. Is it going to be a Gedalj blast, a Frascalzo blast? Maybe to Deanna Frascalzo on the goal line.
I would not want to be in this wall.
Maybe Galuccio. It's Gedalj. Alicia Rado. She is something else. Galuccio squanders that one. Urado long, headed by Galuccio. Panterzopoulos goes high. Frascalzo. Frascalzo stolen by Rossi. Zamaya. And good backtracking there by Claudia Frascalzo.
I'm a big fan of Zamaya. I've mentioned it before this game. She's come on, she's brought a lot of energy, but a lot of composure. Wow, great strike there. Just goes over the bar there by Steph Panterzopoulos. But Zamaya, she looks very mature as a player as well. And we said she's one of the young ones on the team, but she's come in, she's held her own. And it's fantastic to see from this young Northern Phoenix team.
They are a young team. And if they stick together, they will be a team to be reckoned with in a couple of years' time. Some wonderful individual talent. Shanley and Majanos, Newen, Panterzopoulos, Ioannidis, all wonderful individual players who week in, week out are gelling more and more as a team. Still yet to find that first victory. Frascalzo going to go it alone. Frascalzo v Urado, and Urado wins it.
And you mentioned the importance of gelling as a team. I feel like that's something that goes under the radar as Danny Gedalj looks to get the ball here from a corner. Plays it out to Danny Galuccio. Back to Deanna Frascalzo, ball goes out. But it's so important. You look at this Fitzroy team and the players on the bench. They've played together for a while. They all know each other. And that's a big factor into why they are so good.
Galuccio! Danny Galuccio makes it 7-1. And almost like a daisical shot from almost centre court. Galuccio makes it look easy. With just under 3 minutes to go. Easy take for Lizaire. She is such a quality player, Danny Galuccio Costa.
You can't be giving someone like Danny Galuccio that much space. She just thrives in that area. She's comfortable in just sitting back a little bit and letting everyone else do all the fancy stuff, but a consistent 8 out of 10 player, Danny Galuccio. It's someone a coach would love on the team, as Danny Gedalj, with the slowest of touches, rolls underneath Alicia Urado, and that's a disappointing one to concede. Not much you can do there, just a bit of a drop of the head here, as we see just under a minute 30 to play, and that makes the score 8-1 Fitzroy's way.
Fitzroy, as many thought, have soundly beaten Northern Phoenix. There may be more goals. There is. It's raining goals now. It's Claudia Frascalzo again. My goodness. They buried them in the first half, and now they're just dancing on Phoenix's grave. 9-1. There may be more goals. Rossi. Shooter Shanley. Just couldn't get that clean shot she wanted. Gedalj. Frascalzo, it's gone in, 10-1.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, from where we are sitting here in the commentary box, that throw by Lizaire was unbelievable. You look at Kevin De Bruyne hitting those sort of through balls with his feet for Manchester City. That was an absolute unbelievable throw.
It's almost like these throws are laser guided of Lizaire. 10-1. A riotous second half for Fitzroy. Will Phoenix get a win before the end of the season? It will not be tonight.
This is what separates those champions teams, that even though with a 6-1 lead, Fitzroy, you could tell they weren't necessarily pleased with their performance tonight. They kept on pushing to the very end, and just like that, they've bagged a couple, and Danny Galuccio close to getting onto another one near the end as Northern Phoenix with take the throw in.
Panterzopoulos cracks it into the backside of Deanna Friscalzo. 48 seconds remains. We haven't seen a lot of Annabelle Merjanos. I do wonder why. Don't think there's any injuries, just haven't seen much of her tonight. Galuccio, Friscalzo. Claudia Friscalzo. Lizaire. Going to be a free kick, I believe, for Phoenix. Maybe a Panterzopoulos blast. Or will it be Shooter Shanley? Shanley. Oh, awkward though for Panterzopoulos. Can Friscalzo break? Yes, but just couldn't steer that one past Urado. Clear there by Deanna Friscalzo. Final chance maybe for Phoenix, 17 seconds to go. Oh, given away though, Galuccio. Numbers going forward, here's Claudia. Good save from Urado. Goal's open. Cadelge off the upright. Ball still alive. Wow, Fitzroy really should have scored another there, Costa.
Well, it's sort of been the story of the game a little bit, Fitzroy. They could have buried a lot more, but sometimes the ball doesn't want to go in. It's not going to go in. That takes us to full time, Michael.
10-1, Fitzroy absolutely thumping Northern Phoenix. Folks, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, Campbellfield versus Melbourne Arcou. Stick around. We'll have a star player interview. Might be another one in. It is 4-0. I was saying Fitzroy sent a very strong message against Eastern in the first match of the night.
When Preston is just so quick down the line.
Great. Oh, it's in. Maybe brain won't work. That was a phenomenal finish. Sandy's going taunting a little bit.
And she slots it through. Claudia Damasi with her fifth. Balls to use. Sydney Allen to Claudia Damasi. Scoring her second for this. Comes with a lot of hard work. Claudia Damasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia Damasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. Damasi is there. Oh! Slips through the near post. Preston with a very wild lucky shot. Just on to collect Nicholas comes in with the steal. Damazi! Claudia Damazi does what she does best. Forward pressure for Preston. Gets her.
Whichever way he could, you bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta, oh, lovely work through the